tips, the 5 tips that I want you to give is, what 5 tips would you give to a freestyle dancer, or someone who wants to improve their freestyle for dance battles, if or not? But
Yeah.
you can put it on your own words and how you with your own knowledge.
Okay. 5. Um, all right. So I would say first to really take the time to understand you as a dancer, as a freestyle dancer. What I mean by that is I do believe that each person have their own voice, you know, like the way you talk is not the way I talk. The way someone else talk is not the way we talk, right? So each person have their own voice, and therefore I also believe that each person have their own way of moving. So the first thing is to really get familiar with your way of moving, your natural way of moving. And this take time. So that would be the first thing, is to really, really take time to understand you as a freestyle dancer, the way you are moving, why you are moving this way. And once you understand that, and the earlier you understand that, the better you will be able to adjust, make adjustments, and progress even faster because you truly understand yourself, right? So that would be the first thing. But once again, this will not happen overnight, but it's good to cultivate this mindset from the beginning. The second one I would say is that yes, you're going to be in your journey seeing a lot of dancers. Get inspired, but do not compare yourself with other dancers. I know you probably heard that before. Do not compare yourself with other dancers. So you probably heard it and you probably think that you know about it. That's for sure. That's okay. But unconsciously, this is something that we tend to do naturally, which is we're going to watch someone, and because we are doing pretty much the same thing as this person unconsciously, we start comparing ourselves. So basically, it's something that happens so much that it often happen in the background, so that we don't realize the effect that can have on us until is really, really impacting your dance. So what I would say is understand that you are watching, getting inspired, or even when you are watching other dancers, you are actually training. But the moment you feel that you are comparing yourself with other dancers, you need to create awareness about this so that you can detach yourself from those feelings, because this will cripple your progress as a dancer. So number one, understand yourself. Secondly, get inspired. But whenever you feel that you are comparing too much with others, then you need to create awareness about it and stop it as soon as possible. So that's the second one. The third one I would say is it is very important to understand the power of being present when you are freestyling, because freestyle is something that you don't really know what's going on second to second, right? So therefore, the best way for you to make the most out of the moment is to be in that moment and not doing nothing else. When you are dancing, it's not really the time to think, right? Yes, you can have thoughts coming, that's all right, but you don't interact with your thoughts. Therefore, you don't engage with them. Therefore, you're not actually, you know, dancing and thinking. You want to just focus on dancing and being present in that moment so that you can really tap into your um, intuition when you are dancing. And then once again, this is something that you will see some dancers who have a lot of experience when it's come to freestyle. They seems to be doing that very naturally, but it's something that you can cultivate from the beginning. So you don't have to be a very experienced dancer or you've been dancing for many years to be able to cultivate that. You can start cultivating this from the get-go, and it will make your dance journey easier as well. All right. So that would be the third one. The fourth one, I would say is consistency is key. Like I repeat that again, consistency is key. And I would rather choose consistency always over intensity, because you might feel very excited about freestyle dance at the beginning and you want to train literally every day and you're going hard, 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 hard. If you want to do that, yes, you can, right? But in the long term, you really want to have a system that will help you train on a regular basis, not for 2 months, not for 3 months, but for years to come, right? So if you have someone who's been going hard for 3 months and you have someone else who's been training maybe once or twice a week for 2 years, this person will always be the one that go hard for a short period of time. But this, when you know about it, you create awareness about it, you will be much more strategic about it. So what I'm trying to say is just kind of warn you about that from the get-go. Consistency is key, because yeah, you can't afford to stop for quite some time and come back when you feel excited about it again and stop again. You see what I mean? It doesn't work this way. So focus on finding ways to adapt your lifestyles with your dance lifestyle to make it work. And so you can be consistent for years to come, not for months, but for years to come. All right. So that would be number 4.
Just
And
one
number,
more.
what?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all right. You won. It's
So just to reiterate so far, so we said the first one was, okay, now I don't even remember what I
no
said.
problem.
But
No, no,
yeah.
no problem, no problem. I have to let it out because
Hmm.
you speak so you're very fluent. Like, you're very fluent, like, and you're very articulate. And then so don't worry, just one more, and just one more, then I can
Okay.
write it.
All right. So yeah, guys, you're gonna need to rewind the video to check out the other ones. All right. So yeah, the last one, what would I say? Yeah, I would
Don't
say the
worry, because
last one.
I can cut it. I can cut it. No
Yeah,
problem.
no, that's all right. I would say the last one is to understand that being different is better than being better. This is probably the best advice that I received in my dance journey. Being different is better than being better. The dance industry can be a very competitive place, right? But when you understand that you don't have to chase the 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 number one place to stand out. You don't have to be the best to stand out. And the thing is, being the best in the dance industry is very subjective. You know, you might be the best for someone and not for someone else. You see what I mean? So it's almost like chasing something that is not really reachable, right? Because it's very subjective. So instead of focusing on being the best, what if you could just focus on being you, which is being different, right? So understanding, and it's kind of relate to what I said first, is understanding yourself so well that you understand your true voice. And when you focus on that, it's impossible to not be different, because you are already a different person and there is no one like you and there is no one moving like you, right? So therefore you really truly need to embrace that to a point where you're not chasing being the best, or you're not even trying to be, better than someone else, because you just want to be you and ultimately being different, right? So that's what I would say would be the last one.
That
Yeah.
was very inspiring. That